Hi there, this is Nancy Wyatt. I'm back with yet another tutorial using Rhonna Design's new app. This time we're going to work with a mask. Okay, this is the last project that I worked on. I was going to delete it, but I wanted to show you that if you leave the project that you last worked on, you can actually come back and make some changes to it, which is kind of nice. But in this case, we want to start all over. So I'm going to hit the green box to bring me to the canvas options, and I'm going to hit start over, and yes, I want to start over. So here we are at the very front screen. Again, remember, if you want to do a review for Rhonna's app, you go to the heart, or if you want to submit a suggestion for an addition to her app, click report on issue, or to report an issue that you may be having. That's the best way to reach them, I promise. Okay, so let's get started. Let's do a mask project. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just continue to use a background as I did in my last tutorial. So this is one of the backgrounds that comes with the app, and I'm going to crop it as is, and I am going to click my canvas option button, which is the green, and I'm going to click mask. And I'm going to turn the mask on. This turns the mask feature on. Now, if I wanted to add a design, and I only wanted the design that is below it to show up, I would probably leave it at this level, at a very high level. But I want mine to be I want the pattern to kind of show through, so I'm going to just leave it here, and so you can slightly see my pattern. So here we are. So we're done with turning the mask layer on. So now it's our turn to add a design. So you're going to go to the design packs, and you're going to choose a design. Sorry about that, my screen is freezing up. Okay, we're going to add happy everything. Now, as you can see, the way the mask works is when the mask is turned on, the design, whatever positive area, let's call the black area in the design, as you can see here, happy everything is in a black circle. So everything that is black, because the mask is on, allows it to show through. Everything that is white stays white. The mask works best on a background that has a lot of color. I will tell you that as well. So right now I know that I want happy everything to not act as a mask in this case. I want to use the mask in this project, but not on every single piece. So in this particular piece, I am going to add a color to it, which means I'm going to click this little mask here. That is going to exclude it from the mask. Now, if I choose a color, it will change just like a regular design, as if the mask was never turned on. Okay, so now let's say that I want to add some little elements to the happy everything. So I'm going to hit the plus sign, and I'm going to, bear with me, choose the Insta Icon Design Pack, and I'm going to use these little starbursts, these are great examples. So now, when I click that, because it's a new design, it automatically uses it as a mask layer, which means that because these pieces were black, when they're used as a mask, the pattern comes in from the bottom. So I'm going to leave them that way because I like the pattern to show as a mask. And then I think I want another 2 layers of that. So I'm going to hit the plus sign. That means it unhighlights these. Remember, you always have to hit the plus to add another layer to it. I go over all that on my first video tutorial. So now I'm going to choose those, and I'm going to resize them using the little circle there. Okay? And I want to do that one more time. So I'm going to hit the plus sign again. I could go and choose another design pack if I wanted, but I'm going to continue to use this one. Okay? And I love the way that looks. But in order for you to maybe understand this again better, I'm going to add those same elements, and I'm going to exclude them from the mask. Again, I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to choose those. As you can see, they are being used as a mask, but I don't want them to be. So I'm going to come up to the mask. Clicking on them excludes them from mask, and there was a little note that comes on and disappears. And to show you how it's not a regular mask layer, I'm going to change the color to a yellow. So see, now this is a true design element. It's not a mask. If I click on the mask, it returns it to a mask, and you can see the pattern from underneath. Click it again, I'm excluding it. So when the button is wide around it, it means it's excluded from the mask. I'm going to add another set. It comes in as a mask automatically, but it's okay. I want them yellow. So I'm going to hit the exclude mask for mask, turn that feature on, I'm going to make it yellow. And one more time. I'm going to hit the plus because I want to add another one. And I'm going to hit, if I was to hit the yellow right now, you would see nothing because the mask layer is on. But now watch, if I hit the exclude, it automatically takes the color that I had wanted it to be. So there you have it. Now, this is lopsided, so I'm going to move it. And in order to do that, I'm just going to highlight this piece and move it over a little. But gosh, that's not working the way I want it to. So let me show you the fine tuning. I click that pink button, Design Options, click Fine Tuning, and down here there's a slider that will make it go to the right or to the left. I'm going to choose to go to the left to try to center it a bit more. I also see that it needs to be brought down a little. So now we're good. We hit done. I like to add my name to it. So I use text. It brings the text box in. Notice, because again, I started out with the mask layer set on at the very beginning, it automatically turns anything I add to a mask. But I don't want it to be a mask. So I'm going to turn off that, and I'm going to type my name here. And there we go. Now watch, if I click the button, it turns it back to a mask and it gets lost within the background. So exclude it from the mask and you see it. I hope this helps. Before I leave though, let me hit done. And I want to show you that if you try to add the mask at the end versus the way that I've taught you, it will actually turn everything white, which I'm not going to do that right now. I apologize. But if I was to do that, or for example, if you open something that you've edited completely, you've saved it and you think, hey, I want to add more to it. And you know what? This time I'm going to add some more masking. When you add that mask, it's going to put that white film all over it. So you can dial it down, but just so you know, it kind of messes with things. So I suggest you always starting with your mask at the very beginning of your project. And thanks again for stopping by. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach me via my blog at lovestocreate.com or on Instagram. There's my user ID. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great one. Bye.